Hello, good evening, morning, good afternoon, everyone. Depends on the time and wherever you are watching this YouTube channel at this point in time. You are welcome to this YouTube channel. Just as I promised from the beginning, that I'm going to share valuable content that will be of enlightenment, that will open your eyes when it comes to the financial market, and as well build you towards the profitable trader that you aspire to be both now and in the future. So you are all welcome to this segment of the channel. Please pardon me if you keep seeing me looking somewhere else on the course of this video, because I'll be looking at some of the points that I've jotted down. I'm going to speak about this hour. But before that, do me a little favor by clicking the subscribe button and turn the notification so you'll be able to be notified when new videos are posted on the channel. It will also help me and also motivate me to go about making other videos that will interest you more. Without wasting much of your ado, let us go to my screen. Yes. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. As of the time I'm recording this video, it is Sunday evening, and I will be speaking on the 5 major technical tools that I use to predict as much as 1,000 pips, 2,000 pips into the future, and it continue to play out just as it is predicted. Well, I'm not here to brag. Maybe I am the best or whatever, as this forex analysis is concerned. But the most important thing is that I'm here to share one of few experiences that I've learned from the market that have helped me to remain consistent when it comes into predicting what the market will do, or looking at the probabilities in my favor. So without me waiting much of ado, I'll be using Tesla as an example of what we're going to do right away. I'm using Tesla. I wanted to use other things, but let me use Tesla because most of us here don't know that the strategy and the technical tools I used can apply not only to Forex, but to any other things that you see in the market. So let me take out every other thing that I've used on the chart before now, and let's start it afresh. Now I'm talking of the 5 major technical tools that I can use or I have been using to predict as much as thousands of pips into the future. Then if you are doubting what I just said now, you can check my YouTube channel to see other videos that attest to that. Now, let me go to Tesla monthly time frame. In the monthly time frame, why do I start from the monthly time frame? I don't trade monthly, I don't trade weekly, I don't trade daily, I don't even trade on the 4 hours, but I start my analysis from the monthly so as to enable me. Let me take out this. Currently, the price is not there. So I start my analysis from the monthly so as to give me an insight of what the market has done or what is said to do because this forex market is all about history. It's all about history that will give you an insight of what the market will do. So now let me start with my support and resistance. As you can see, there are a lot of support and resistance that have existed here, but I am working with these three at this point in time. Why? Because, okay, let me make it four. Why? Because I'm actually looking at the future using the past to determine what is to play out in the future. Now, if you want to know how to draw support and resistance perfectly, you can scroll down to the YouTube channel and see other videos where I've explained how to do this to be on the safer side, how you can change this into a line chart so as to get the peak of the major areas that need to be taken into consideration. Then after my support and resistance, just as I've seen it, then I will narrow my analysis down to my weekly. As I narrow it weekly, okay, but even before I go into my weekly, should you are on your monthly and you are not quite sure of where the trend is going, you are not sure of what the market is saying, then you can bring out your trend line, which will work as your support and resistance. Depends on the direction of the market. Or for those of you that makes use of indicators, this will be doing the work. They will just like the same work that your moving average does by crossing from up to down. The change in trend have taken place. So this is my monthly time frame. Then I will go. My monthly time frame have shown me that this market is in an overall bearish. How do I know it's bearish? It have made this higher low higher, then and did begin to do lower, they pulled back. Then what next then to do? I quickly jump into my weekly time frame. As I go into my weekly time frame, I'm talking of the number 2 of my technical tools. Support and resistance have been used. Then in my support and resistance, I have both my support and resistance both for the major and the minor areas. Now, what do I mean by minor areas? The minor areas are those areas that are of interest, just, or let me call it, just a watch out zones. Not that they are not important, but it's a watch out zone where you know that there's going to be a kind of stalling at the market movement when the price gets into such areas. So looking at this again, I will, because I have certain that the market is in an all-time bearish. So what do I need to do now? Then I am only looking at selling opportunities. So what do I need to do now from here? I just take out my support and resistance. I mean my trend line, and then look for my inner trend line. So when I put my inner trend line, it's still giving more clearer picture or more agreement to my buyers that the market is in a bearish momentum. Remember, we used our overall and it was telling us that the market is in a downtrend. Now I am only looking for a sale opportunities. Then having done this in my weekly, I can easily just quickly go to my daily time frame. My daily time frame is where much of the actions is going to be taking place. Let me also now let me yeah, very good. Now, having seen that the market has been doing a series of higher low, higher low, higher low, then now this is also a confirmation. You can see this double top here. this double top formation that formed here is a very good confirmation of the fact that this market is in a bearish momentum. Now having having seen this this double top, and now I can see that the market fell down and the retraces, fell again, then a small pullback, retraces, now fell again. Now this is also just a kind of retracement, preparing for another massive fall. Then at this point in time, I will take my next technical tools, which is my Fibonacci. Then when I take my Fibonacci, I like to use my Fibonacci for instant confirmation, maybe in 4 hours, in weekly, in daily, even in 1 hour time frame. But I don't use my Fibonacci to take decision in 15 minutes or 30 minutes or one or whatever. So now looking at this, because I've seen that the market has been doing a series of higher low and higher low and higher low. So what I'll just do now, I'll take my Fibonacci. This is my most recent high. Then I now begin to look for, oh, so sorry. So I begin to look for my most, this is my Fibonacci. My most recent high, looking for my most recent low. This is my most recent low. My most recent high, swing high, to the most recent swing low. Now, looking at this, it can now come to an agreement with what I have on ground already. What I have on ground already, that this market took off from here, came, then and touched the 0 fib level, now retraces and touched the 0.5 fib region and came back again. Now it is just a retracement, and with this I can see that the trend line and my support and resistance are also in confluence. That means that any form of movement, downward movement from here now, will be bringing this Tesla price within the region of $151.29, which is in agreement with my 0.27 minus 0.27 fib extension. So just as simple as that. Then next, I will now just bring out my entry and exit strategies, go to the lower time frame and execute this trade in a bearish with a bearish mindset. This and many others, which I will bring in the subsequent time, is just a very simple way. No indicator, nothing at all, and this is to play out. Remember that this is the same 5 tools that I used on the 15th of October, predicting that oil price will fall to $70 per barrel, and as of few days ago, that has played out. Please stay through with the channel, as I'll be bringing you more other videos that will interest you. If you have any area that you are not clear with what I just explained, or if you have other area with your trading knowledge that you find difficult, or whatever you want me to address, just put it down at the comment section and I will attend to you. And not only that, I will make time to also put up a video that will address your concern. Enjoy and see you next.